Hey guys, it's Sean. This is my second video for itsTtime2010. This week's question was about what you would like to see in the future for the trans community. In the future, I would like to see the trans community respected. Not selectively respected, but respected as human beings. Somewhere along the way, trans people went from being culturally honored to being something less than human. The GLBT community can often be found on the forefront, fighting for equal rights, but issues regarding the trans group are put on the back burner. Why? In the future, I would like to see more outspokenness from trans groups. I want to see prominent public figures that are well liked to help soften the eyes of outsiders who judge so harshly. I want well-adjusted representatives that can aid in showing trans normalness and humanness. In the future, I would like to see humanitarian health care for the trans man and trans woman, compassionate and non-biased professionals who are not disgusted or taken aback by the human condition, which cannot always be solely defined by what is below the waistline. In the future, I would like more medical and mental health resources for trans people so that they don't have to travel hours away or across state lines just to find harmony in their body. In my future, I would like to not be hindered by my differences, but celebrated for the wisdom and rare insight that my differences have given me. I want to be able to reach people who feel neglected or rejected by their peers, their social environments, their family. I want to help them love themselves. Helping people reach their full potential is actually one of the reasons why I picked up a pair of shears in the first place and why I decided to go to Paul Mitchell. In my future, I would like to be respected by my employers, by my future teammates, and I want to be surrounded by people who love me. I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and one of the books that I decided to pick up again recently to read about gender identity is called The Whole Lesbian Sex Book by Felice Newman, and there's just a few passages that I wanted to share with you guys about gender. It says, "In fact, according to the Intersex Society of North America, one infant in 1600 is born with something other than XX or XY chromosomes. And one infant in 2000 is born with what medical professionals refer to as ambiguous genitalia. Intersex infants may have genitals that don't appear distinctly male or female, so who's to decide whether that genital appendage is a clitoris or a penis?" Jumping ahead. "The rationale for early medical intervention is that what a child doesn't know won't hurt her or him, which of course is anything but true. The real reason behind most surgery on intersex children is discomfort with the idea that male and female might be something other than immutable categories. Not surprisingly, human variation doesn't fit into those two neat little boxes. According to the ISNA, anatomic sex differentiation occurs on male and female continuum. Yet the medical approach to intersexuality is rooted in the idea that to function successfully in society, children must have fixed gender identity from an early age. The child's genitals must match the standard anatomy for his or her gender. Boys must have penises and girls must have vaginas, with no easily noticeable phallus." One thing that she points out that I thought was interesting is she says that gender is more than anatomical sex, and this is true. Gender is how you relate to your biological sex. Your gender identity may or may not agree with your biological sex. For instance, you may have a woman's body and identify as male. You may experience your clitoris as a cock, your breasts as a chest. And I know that that's how I feel. Another book that I've been reading that I actually just finished was called Stone Butch Blues by Leslie Feinberg. One of my friends from UCLA gave this to me. I guess it was really popular. Stone Butch Blues is a very realistic and kind of a depressing book that takes place in the 50s, 60s, 70s, I believe. And it's just about a butch lesbian who struggles to survive in this time period and actually does decide to have chest surgery and does take hormones just so she can hold a job. And it's about really just accepting your identity and trying to find a way to live between two worlds, as a male and as a female. And one of the things that she wrote, this is a fictional character, it says, "I sat down on my bed and fell back to look at the ceiling. Ruth had painted it velvety black with pinpoints of constellations I recognized. The darkness softened to light around the edges. I could see the outline of trees against the sky. Ruth lay down next to me. Do you like it? It's just incredible. I can't believe you've given me a sky to sleep under. But I can't tell if it's dawn or dust that you've painted." She smiled up at the ceiling. "It's neither. It's both. Does that unnerve you?" I nodded slowly. "Yeah, in a funny way it does." "I figured that," she said. "It's the place inside of me I have to accept. I thought it might be what you need to deal with too." I sighed. "I really do have trouble not being able to figure out what you've painted. Is it about to be day or about to be night?" Ruth rolled toward me and rested her hand on my chest. "It's not going to be day or night, Jess. It's going to be the moment of infinite possibility that connects them." And I really like that portion of the book because it's basically saying you're neither here nor there. You're neither man or woman. You're both. And you're just going to have to find harmony to live as both. So that ends my video, you guys. I'll make another one soon. But talk to you guys later. Bye.